Hello everyone, welcome back to Wildlife Wonders. As always, my name is Morgan and I hope everyone is staying super safe. This week's topic is wildlife conservation. We talk about what it means, why it's important, and we bring up some organizations that are involved in wildlife conservation. So if you want to learn a little bit more about wildlife conservation and why it's important, please continue to watch the video. Wildlife conservation. Question time. Approximately how many species per year are driven to extinction? A, 100,000 species, B, 10,000 species, C, 77,000, or D, 30,000? The answer is D. Approximately 30,000 species are driven to extinction each year. That's about 3 per hour. So, you may be wondering, what exactly is wildlife conservation? Wildlife conservation aims to protect plant and animal species as the human population encroaches on their resources. The goal of wildlife conservation is to ensure the survival of these species and to educate people living sustainably with other species. One of the main ways that governments can help to conserve wildlife is to protect wildlife habitats. The individuals that work tirelessly to protect and conserve wild populations of animals are called wildlife conservationists. So, I have another question for you. How much does illegal wildlife trafficking throughout the whole world bring in each year? A, $35 billion, B, $20 billion, C, $300 million, or D, $2 billion? The answer is B. Illegal trafficking throughout the world brings approximately $20 billion per year. I have a quick timeline for you. In 1872, the first national park is established. It was Yellowstone National Park. In 1879, the term wildlife is officially coined by Richard Jefferies. In 1894, hunting in national parks is officially outlawed. This was meant to protect unsporting and excessive practices of hunting these animals. 1903, we have the first wildlife refuge established, which was located at Pelican Island. In 1916, we have the creation of the National Park Service, signed by President Woodrow Wilson. 1969, we have the Environmental Protection Agency being created. 1972, we have the Marine Mammal Act, which prohibits the take of marine mammals in U.S. waters. Soon after, 1973, we have the Endangered Species Act, the primary law for protecting endangered species in the United States. So, you may be wondering, why is wildlife conservation so important? Wildlife provides a balance and stability to nature's processes. The rapid increase in the human population over the past 200 years means that natural resources are being consumed faster than ever. This endangers both the habitats and the various types of wildlife found in the United States and around the world. Other threats to wildlife include introduction to invasive species, climate change, pollution, hunting, fishing, and unfortunately, poaching. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Wildlife Wonders. I hope we all learned something very important about wildlife conservation. Wild animals don't choose to have their lives and homes taken away by humans. So, keeping that in mind, we will see you next week for Wildlife Wonders. Be sure to go to our website and other social media platforms for more fun and very cool activities. So, please stay safe and we'll see you next week.